Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's a new day and we have some good news. What is going on here? Oh my gosh, I love that. Good job. What's this say? Tabo?
Yeah.
Nice. Kawai-san's finished with all the intercooler piping. Arigato.
Yeah.
Still got a little bit to do. We're going to clean all the white stuff off and stuff from the heat. And he notched this out so perfectly here so it snugs in nice and tight. You can see this has like this kind of hump in the valve cover. So he notched that out of the pipe there. And now it's sucked it all in nice and low. A little bit lower than the turbo if you have a look here. So that way it's going to clear the bonnet. Goes straight down here. We moved the coupler from down there to up here. So this is one piece from there all the way to the front of the intercooler. And then this one coupler there, which then has another coupler there into the turbo so we can get that thing on and off. But that's it. She's pretty much ready to rip, intercooler piping wise. Next job is down pipe. But in Japan, we call it a front pipe. Go figure. So yeah, well, I guess it makes sense because it's the pipe that's the front of the engine, you know, the front of the car, which then connects to the rear pipe or the rear of the exhaust. But it's funny, all the different names for car stuff. So he's just gotta go from the V-band here, all the way down here to the exhaust that's kind of just free hanging there right now. It's gonna be a little bit of a long front pipe because we don't have a cat on this because it's a track only car. But that's that. I like the little drawing. This is so funny. Oh man, looks like Peppa the Pig. If you've ever seen that Peppa the Pig turbo meme. So I heard you need a genuine turbo. Something that's consistently reliable and won't break after the first pull and then destroy your engine. Well, I'm very kind to my constituents. So what I did was get $50,000 worth of Garrett turbochargers, the world's best and finest, of course. And I'm throwing them in a random order every day until there's none left in SAMMIT.net. So make sure you head there right now, place your order. Otherwise, you could not do that, and then, I mean, you could be dealing with that. It's the next day right now, and I'm actually going for a walk because there's a shop down here I want to look at some cars at. But there's so many little hidden workshops, just like this one here, all around where SAMMIT HQ is. What's actually really interesting is this company, I don't know how you pronounce it, I guess it's like Axstar, but as you can see, it also says RSE there. This is actually Tomei USA. So if you guys don't know, Tomei USA is entirely different from Tomei Powered Japan, and this is actually the company that owns and runs Tomei USA. But this is what their company name is in Japan. It's really weird that they kept running and using the Tomei name in the USA. But yeah, that's why the products like for Tomei USA and Tomei Japan, the quality is a lot different. Anyways, I thought it was crazy because I think that's a Trans Am in the front. I almost got distracted by the whole company story. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see that here in Japan of all places. But up here, I saw something really, really cool, like some kind of kit race car or something like that I've seen at Fuji Speedway that I want to check out. This is what I was talking about, guys, and we just hit the jackpot. I just got to speak to the owner, Sasada-san, okay. And he is super kind, and he built all these cars. This is a one-off car from Group C Racing from 19... this car? 1980... 89. That was when I was born, 1989, November. So cool. So they're getting this car prepped because they have an event tomorrow. But what's really cool is the base of this car, like the engine is a Subaru EJ engine, 2 liter. And there's no space in this thing, and it's all fiberglass, complete kit car. I don't even know how. I would not fit in this. Definitely built for a small person. This looks absolutely wild. It's so cool. And he has a bunch of other like old classic cars in here. Like from back in the day. I wouldn't call them classics, like full-on race cars, kit cars. This is so insane that this is just around the corner from our shop. Look at this old like Indy car. What, a Mugen? Oh my gosh. That thing is sick. Pink too. This is insane. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna geek out for a bit and just talk with them, but I cannot believe we just stumbled across this around the corner from my shop. Look at this, the width of this thing. Gonna have to get some B-roll. Wow. So we're in for a treat. They took the whole back off so we could have a look in the engine room. Wow. ありがとうございます。本当に。すげえ。So, なるほど. They cap off the transmission from the Subaru for the rear propeller shaft or drive shaft that goes to the rear wheels. And then they just kind of use it like a transaxle and only use the front. That's so interesting. And then there's the EJ engine just chilling in there. And that way they have enough space for everything. 何馬力ぐらいですか? Asked him how much horsepower.
135.
So
135.
about 135.
And Legacy. It's a Legacy first model engine EJ.
Oh, it's the first model from the Legacy.
Small output.
Yeah, so only just like smaller.
Maybe 130. まあもっと出てるか。ごめん、sorry、もっと出てる。
He thinks it's more.
180馬力が出てた。
He thinks it's probably around 180. Yeah.
レガシーのターボのエンジンだから、EJ のターボで、シングルターボで、フロントエンジンのアクセルの、フロントシャフトを、リアに使って、USB リアで、エンド側4x4 のリアサイドをシールして。
So yeah, he was just explaining that it's the first gen Legacy engine. It's single turbo. He thinks it's making around 180 horsepower. And yeah, he was just explaining how they did what I explained before, where they cap off the rear part of the transmission and they only use the front axles. Super cool. They like welded on like a fuel cap thing here, and so that none of the transmission oil seeps out. That's really interesting. So cool. And look at the width of these tires, it's just massive. And this thing would be so light, so you guys got to realize power to weight ratio on this would be insane. So even though, let's say it's only making 180, 200 horsepower, this thing would rip because it's just pretty much all carbon fiber and, well, it's probably actually all fiberglass by the looks of it. 335 width tires. That's so crazy cool. And then this looks like some kind of vacuum pump system here for the brakes. Yeah, no, that's his booster. That's very cool. So that's all like kind of tucked in there. There's so much cool stuff going on here. Dude, what an absolute treat, guys, to be able to come and stumble across this. I'm still mind blown that this is literally just around the side of my shop. I know I've already said this already, but I still cannot believe that I just stumbled across this today. This is just insane. Looking at all the engineering in these old Indy cars always blows my mind. It's like how the transmission is all part of the chassis and the suspension all connects to that through the engine into the rest of the body. So insanely cool. Look at these bad boys. Huge. Man. What engine is this? Obviously has to be a Honda, right? Because it's got Mugen face like covers on it, but yeah. V8, some kind of Honda V8, I guess. I don't know. I'm curious. Do you guys know much information about this? Please let me know in the comment section. I might ask the guy real quick. This is so cool. So he does like all the wiring and all that kind of stuff for these things back in the day, and he still does it even today. You can just see so much crazy stuff around his shop, like all the machinery there for pistons and engine building. You can just see that like on the bench there. He does all the wiring stuff in here. Works on a lot of all these really cool cars. And then the body for these things up the top here and stuff just looks insane. Look at this. Nippon Denso. Full fiberglass body up there from another kit car, probably like a Group C. Oh my gosh. Look, he's got all the bodies here for Indy cars. The Marlboro one, the Bridgestone one. What? Guys, I think we oh my God, look at all the transmissions and frames he has. I think we literally just stumbled on a gold mine. That's insane. I still can't get over this thing too. And then he's got this little Yaris out the front. Dude. This thing is just drawing a crowd. All the kids coming, checking it out. Love it. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna wait till he finishes talking to them. I'm gonna take some photos real quick, but I'm so mind blown. So an MF308.
308.
Made by Mugen and Honda.
Very famous engine.
Yeah, okay. Oh, 初めて見たから. So I haven't seen that engine before. Old engine?
Very old engine.
このお店何
ここは 普通はレーシングカーとかモーターショーカーの試作プロトタイプのデザインをしたり作る会社で普段はここクローズしてる。
Okay, so he does like a lot of like original prototype stuff, old racing car stuff, just rebuilds and everything.
で今日は明日のイベントだから、年に2回だけイベントでこれを出して掃除して持っていく。
So he has a special event that he's attending tomorrow, so he's bringing all the cars out to take to the event. いや本当にありがとう。すごいかっこいい。いや、もちろんです。What a treat this is, guys. So awesome. Giddy giddy ne. So close.
いっぱいぶつけちゃってんだよ。もう古いからいいやと思って。下がる？下がる？
すごい。
まとめ大丈夫かな？ウイング。今4つ目でいいと思うんだけど。
Oh my gosh. He's worried about hitting the wing. Stop. やばい。Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. You would not want to destroy that wing. Can you imagine that? 全部 FRP ですか?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, the frame's of course steel, yeah. So good. Look at all these photos on the wall here, guys. There's the Group C kit car there. So cool. I wonder, who's this artist here? Huh. Rolling Special Returns the Crazy Rider. Never give up. Some really cool memorabilia photos on the wall here. I'm not even sure what that yellow car is. That looks crazy cool. My gosh. It's just a go-kart on the wall there. My gosh. This thing is sick. Little three-wheeler. This is an electric bike of some kind, all cut up. Jeez, so cool. All right, we need to get out of here. I think these guys need to get going to the event and start preparing. But I just can't get over this treasure that we just found. All the wiring stuff up there from... He still does wiring and stuff for a lot of prototype cars, so he has like everything there for it. So cool. All right, we're gonna get out of his hair. 今日本当にありがとう。すいません。ありがとう。またね。はい、もちろん。Just quickly, guys, the company's called Salsin Performance Wiring. So cool. We're back at the shop now, guys, and I actually want to go for a bit of a drive and a cruise to Daikoku in the Crown. But before we do that, I just want to finish up setting up some stuff. The Link ECU in the Bogan 32. We got ourselves a fresh power tune digital dash. I finished wiring in all of this as well as like a bunch of CAN bus stuff for the Lambda kit. So I just want to configure all of that in the ECU. So we're going to do that and make sure the dash is working and get this updated. You guys know we've been working with Powertune for a long time. I helped them initially like with the beta testing and helped them develop and change a bunch of stuff. And it's just been so fun being able to work with them on other projects like my multi-cam system. We actually work with Powertune to make that really nice system where you guys, it felt like you were watching Need for Speed, right? But yeah, love their dashes, super customizable, and you can do a ton of stuff. This is just on here loosely right now while we configure everything and just make sure everything's wired correctly. So I'm gonna set this up, gonna get the Link all communicating with everything, and then we'll be good to rip. Finished configuring everything for the dash and the Lambda kit for wideband. As you can see, it's got all my temperature settings and stuff like that on the home screen there. We'll mess around with the layouts later, but as you guys know, there's a very real reason why, you know, damn it, SAMMIT, the phrase exists. I wanted to start this thing up, make sure it was still running and idling since we changed the valve springs, and forgot we didn't have a power steering line hooked up to the pump anymore. So now there is power steering fluid everywhere. It shot out of there with speed. It's everywhere. Yeah. it's everywhere. These moments are when it's just so appropriate for, damn it, SAMMIT. I'm so disappointed in myself. Got the mess all cleaned up, took the belt off the power steering, so now we can actually start this thing up and not have a rocket of fluid shooting up. Honestly, I'm so glad most of it was already drained because that would have shot straight up into the roof. Oh my gosh. That could have been a lot worse. Anyways, let's fire this thing up now. Starts so easy. Don't want to go too crazy. We don't even have an up pipe on this right now. Sounds good though. Sounds real good. Sounds like it's running pretty good with those new valve springs. I got pretty held up at the shop, catching up on some work, but we are actually on our way to Chiba because tomorrow we're going to the very first clean culture here in Japan. But we made a quick stop at Umi Hotaru because it's on the way on the Aqua line. Damn, those are some nice Porsches. Whew. Stagio wagon, 35 GDR. There's even a 34 there. Whew. Damn, that's cool. That's clean. All right, we're gonna go upstairs and get dinner though. We're hungry. Umi Hotaru is pretty much like the best PA in Japan, in the middle of the tunnel across the whole of Tokyo Bay.
If you're ready to pay 5,000 yen.
Yeah, it's like 5,000 yen there and back. But like, look at all the floors they have here. They have their own Starbucks, they have all these restaurants. 5th floor has a bunch of stuff too. It's crazy, 5 floors, and it looks like a boat. It looks like you're on a freaking cruise ship. Wait till we get to the top. Yugo's first time to the ocean. What do you think, buddy? Oh, he's not happy.
He's happy.
Yeah, he's happy. He's growing so fast. Here we go. We're on the main deck. Come on, Daiki, come ring the bell with me. I'm sure this is meant to be a couples thing, but screw it. Go to SAMMIT.net and get a Garrett Turbo. So loud. Yabai. Oh, honto? Please respect others. 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Oh, we're fine. It's 9 p.m. We're good. Oh, look, no drones allowed. Oh yeah, I can imagine people have flown drones here. It'd be bad wind-wise, unless you had a big one. That was fun. They've got a family mart. They got their own gaming arcade here. It gets better. Starbucks over here, restaurants, ice cream. Wow. So much going on. This is like a whole shopping mall in the middle of the freaking ocean. Oh, you can go up there and there's more restaurants. They have their own like souvenirs, omiyage place. Look at the line for that Starbucks. Jeez. There's like sashimi and sushi there. And then this is the 5th deck. I love that they call it like decks. Now last time, like the only time I've ever been to Umi Hotaru and filmed it was for like Fast and Furious car meets. Never actually got to explore the place because we're always here super late at night. But that's Tokyo Tower there and Skytree. Look how far away they are. You can barely see it on the camera. That's wild. Must be a beautiful view during the day. This is kind of romantic, Daiki.
Yes.
Yes? Daiki's like, what did we sign up for today? This is actually pretty cool. They've got like kind of a whole light display thing going on there and stuff. It's kind of a nice view. Definitely a couples thing, I think. Not bad. I think this is like pretty much the man-made island just for the tunnels and the service area in the middle, because it's a really long tunnel across the bay. Now we're talking. We made it to the real food court. We're gonna get something to eat. I'm probably gonna go with some kind of soba. Ooh, that looks good. Everything looks good. Oh, there's some ramen. Let's go. I can't tell if this is a bad omen or not, but this is the number they gave me to get my food. 444. It pretty much means death, death, death. God. We got our food, lads. He looks so happy. Alright guys, here's where we're going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed. We've got to get to our hotel and then get prepped for tomorrow's event. We have to be at the event at 5 a.m. to set up. So it's going to be a fun morning, but still, I cannot believe we met Sasada-san today and checked out his shop and just randomly kind of stumbled across that. I literally just saw it while I was driving to the shop this morning and I was like, I'm going to go and try and talk to them, and nicest dude ever. Sure, that's not the last we'll see of them too, so make sure you stick around and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.